Holy.
That is going to be all she wrote.
I focus and focus and focus. And then it's all gone.
Oh no! We got contact. That is huge. That's right. This is Formula Drift, what we call the Throwdown, the battle in Seattle. Round 6 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. It's sold out. This is the largest Formula Drift Seattle event we've ever had. 5 previous rounds, 5 different winners. We had that scenario last year outside of 2 rounds being won by Fredric Aasbø, and here he is leading the championship again.
Whatever happens today can have a big effect on how things are going to go in the next 2 rounds.
You know, the championship, it's really still up for grabs. There's no way it's going to be decided here in Seattle or Utah. Seattle, are you with me? 1, 2, 3!
Seattle was where I got my first podium in FD and with the team in 2011.
Wow, learning the wall! Woo!
We've had some serious highlights at that track.
Matt Field right there, and he is knocking on the door!
I love the vibe. People are shouting and cheering, and that track is epic. You're on the gas for so long around that bank, and you drop into the infield and brake super hard as you can into turn 2, and then it's back on the throttle. And I think one of the best feelings you can have behind the wheel of a drift car.
I've had some great years at Seattle, and I've had some not so great years at Seattle. Had some crashes at Seattle, run-ins with other drivers at Seattle. The track's super fun. For a bank track, it's probably my favorite on the FD calendar. It's like a very fine dance between front grip and rear grip. So it's a super tech track, and I've always liked it. It's been one of my more fun ones to go to.
A small point differentiation from first to second. Again, it's been a bit of an arm wrestling match between Fredric Aasbø and Matt Field as he assumed the points lead after St. Louis.
I'm very much a methodical driver that likes to have a certain rhythm. So I try and not get too stressed out. Like, I know we have tough opponents today. I know everyone's doing well out there. So right now I'm sort of telling myself, you know, take it easy, go out there and have some fun.
Fredric Aasbø, 87.3.
You know what? That was a lot of fun. We got one of the higher X Factor scores, so that feels pretty good. So we qualify P5 here. We're in the show for tomorrow.
Here we go, Ryan Tuerck, this hot hatchback.
My mindset in qualifying this year has been a lot more relaxed. That feeling has stayed with me this year.
Oh, he backs it in, that back bumper. Let's see if he can maintain the Nitto tires, go round, powers his way through. Oh man, Ryan Tuerck with an 80.33, so didn't really like the bumper tap.
Qualifying didn't go as planned. Right on the end of outer 1, the wall kind of hooks a little bit, and when I grabbed the handbrake, I put the rear into it, and it kind of shunted me down off my line. I didn't think it looked that bad, but the judges did not agree. How it goes when you're trying to push and make some happen, sometimes you just get bit a little bit, so let's carry on. It's tandem time now.
Next up, a massive battle. Ryan Tuerck, Vaughn Gittin Jr., 2 legends and veterans of the sport, both Drift Alliance homies.
So I have a long history with Vaughn. I actually met Vaughn before Formula D was even a series or anything. He was one of the first with guys like Tony Angelo, Chris Forsberg, Matt Petty, kind of started the first sanctioned events of drifting on the East Coast, I think back in 2003. We're all on a team called Drift Alliance, and Vaughn and Chris and Tony were all the ones who kind of helped me get my start. They helped me get my first sponsorships in the sport and really got me going into be able to compete in Formula Drift World. He's a phenomenal competitor, great behind the wheel of his car, and definitely very aggressive on the track.
And here we go.
We qualify into a hell of a bracket for top 32. So Vaughn Gittin Jr. up first. Strategy against Vaughn, we treated it as like a finals battle, you know. and we felt confident going into it.
Make some noise for Tuerck and Ginn. Ryan Tuerck initiates Vaughn Ginn Jr. close in proximity.
Went out, put on a really good lead lap, like qualifying 100-point style run.
Tuerck, he's got an opportunity here. Got to stick to Vaughn's door. That's going to be tricky. That car is so fast.
Here we go. Who's moving on? Who's going against Aasbø in 16? Vaughn Ginn Jr. or Ryan Tuerck?
Chasing, just tried to apply as much pressure as I could. Had a couple really good spots where we had some really good proximity.
Into that power alley, massive angle there for Vaughn Ginn Jr. Look at how tight they are.
On the last transition, Vaughn had over-rotated the car, and that big mistake there pretty much gave us the win. To beat Vaughn was, I'm not gonna say a relief, but it was just like, yeah, okay, we got it. That kind of proved to us that our car setup were on the right track and that we were gonna be hard to beat that day.
Vaughn just overcooked it and burnt the nittos. We are one step closer. We narrowed down to 32, now 16. The game face is on, suited and booted. We got the only three-time champions. They are in the top 16. Chris Forsberg, James Dean, Fredric Aasbø, and he's leading the championship. Can he lead after this round of competition? Can Ryan Tuerck get it done? Those two teammates have to battle each other here in the 16. Ready to rock? That guy's ready to shred. Ew! Unleash the Kraken.
I got butterflies in my stomach.
We know that anytime we go against each other, it's all out, and we've had a few battles like that. Both Ryan and I want to be the best driver in the team.
Yeah, there's friendly rivalry between Freddie and I, but he's currently leading, as we all know. You know, that's what we're up against, because he's sitting first. He's the guy that we need to catch up to and take some points away from.
I could tell that they were hungry, both Ryan and Biddies and the whole team. They were hungry to take us out.
There we're seeing, take a look, little nuts from Ryan Tuerck and his team.
We knew we had a great car. I was driving really well. I know that they were kind of lacking on grip. I just had to not make any mistakes.
Ryan's on rails here. I know I'm going to have to bring my A game.
At this championship, Fredric Aasbø leads the pack. Ryan Tuerck sits just outside that top 5. Fredric Aasbø, Ryan Tuerck, lick the stamp and send him. Here we go. Who's going to get the win? Whoa, whoa, look at that. Quick, snappy initiation by Fredric Aasbø. Ryan Tuerck, failure to launch.
I had a little mistake on my chase right in the first turn, but was able to clean it up and really apply a lot of pressure the rest of the way through.
Look at him just gaining ground.
Aasbø's lead really wavering. Copy that.
My lead lap was okay, but he was chasing me very close.
Aasbø starts shallow, then moves deeper, and Tuerck makes the adjustment. This is where both spotters in the Papadakis racing team are going to be able to say, hey, look, pretty clearly, create a point of difference for yourself in this second run.
Freddie, great lead run. One of your best. Good job cleaning that up.
Ryan Tuerck will now lead. There is so much on the line here as far as, you know, Matt Field going out, who sits in second. If Freddie goes out here, that would be major repercussions. He leads the championship. Matt Field's hoping for that, to be quite honest. Still give him a shot.
Full power on. Let's go. Here we go, baby.
Now coming into the big bank.
Struggling with the pace there to keep up with him, and he really took off.
I got surprised by his pace being faster than I anticipated.
Very, very close to what Aasbø did. I think the line is more stable from Tuerck out front.
He was a lot more committed coming down from the bank and more aggression. He had a much better line.
Aasbø coming through. He's on the inside of outside zone 3, but Tuerck fills it.
Fredric Aasbø almost diving in on the inside. That really could have hurt him. Ryan Tuerck gets the win unanimously.
We got the win, motherfucker. Let's go!
Boom goes the dynamite. Light the wick, just like that. So 1 and 2 in points is knocked out. That shakes things up quite a bit as far as that top 5. Matt Field got a little bit of luck there too. There it is, fist bump. Freddie still got a smile on his face, but you know that deep down, he's bummed, he's pissed.
Ryan's a tough one. They were a little bit conservative with car setup, and ultimately it wasn't enough to hang with the best one here today.
Hell yeah, baby.
With every battle that you win against a former champion or the champion, it definitely boosts your confidence. We knew that we had a good shot at the win. We're still on the back foot. We still need to just win battles. We need to get to the podium.
Like I'm disappointed in myself because it's like we started off on the wrong foot. I never pushed for a faster setup, and I sort of settled with what we had because it made the car easier to drive. And I think I would have loved to explore more and went out of our comfort zone a little bit more, and that's definitely going to be in the notes for next year.
Bummer.
Moving to the semifinals, our first semifinals of the year. We knew we were gonna have Chelsea Denofa, who was on point, and the guy to beat that entire weekend the way he was driving that Mustang. You know every time it's gonna be like this death match, you know what I mean? Chelsea's usually always on point. You just know it's gonna be a hard-fought battle, and whoever wins is the best man that won, you know?
Our final four is set. Chelsea Denofa versus Ryan Tuerck. We enter the Type S Final Four.
That was such like a whirlwind of shit. I don't even know what happened on that first lap.
Denofa, he'll lead in that Ford Mustang. Ryan Tuerck, giving chase. Denofa initiates.
It was so freaking hard to see because it was that time of day where the sun was glaring and then it was just super dark in shadows.
Denofa slaps the bumper on the wall.
I remember popping out of the smoke after Outer Zone 2, couldn't see and then all of a sudden I just smashed Chelsea's car.
Oh, comes in hot. Contact was made.
And I had no idea if it was my fault or his fault.
It's up to the mercy of the judges.
Where does Denofa transition? Where's the back bumper? The transition doesn't happen until midway point through outside zone 3.
And just like that, we are finding out Chelsea Denofa is at fault.
And we're gonna go out there and run 100% practice lap.
Here we go, second half of the battle. Ryan Tuerck out front, Chelsea Denofa in the chase position. Oh! Ryan Tuerck parks it! Tuerck parks it!
I freaking spun in the last turn, had the thing wrapped up. Like, come on.
And that's incomplete in the leads. That's automatic one more time.
It was basically an incomplete on each lap.
Make some noise, Seattle! Let's send it! Denofa and Tuerck.
Chelsea's a great driver. Just kind of lets it all hang out.
Good angle from Denofa.
You're not going to get any bullshit from him. It's just go out there and let it all hang out on track.
Great angle, look at that, set and forget it, little hop, skip, and a jump.
Went out there for one more time and did another freaking dumb mistake. Chelsea made some sloppy mistakes.
Here we go, pack it up or pack it in, let me begin. Into that second outside zone and third outside zone.
If I didn't make a mistake, would have easily just taken it again, you know? So it ended up going one more time, once more.
All right, Ryan. Third time's a charm. Let's go, boys.
Who's going to the finals?
On the entry, I was a little bit off sync, and then I was playing catch up.
Ryan Tuerck overcomes it, goes off course, major deficit.
I just caught front understeer, and it just sent the car straight off track. In that area, there's just no way of recovering.
He makes a major mistake. Denofa finishes on through.
That was pretty much it, 4 wheels off, incomplete.
That is an incomplete for Ryan Tuerck. That is a huge shock to his system.
It was the best we did all year, but I couldn't even, I was so upset with myself for making those mistakes. It was just so dumb.
Chelsea Denofa is going to the finals. Denofa, massive points jump.
I blew it. I should have beat him the first time, yeah. I'm so frustrated with myself.
I felt like if we beat Chelsea, we would have had the win locked up for sure. We fell just short of the podium, and it was, it comes down to qualifying. That little run-in with the wall on Friday cost us some champagne, which is a huge bummer.
That is all she wrote. Chelsea Denofa gets the win.
I feel like it's relatively sloppy driving out there, and these guys could be doing better.
Just so disappointed in myself. I came around, I don't even know why.
as a spotter, I know it would be good to see on the track. And then when you don't see that happening on the track, you're just like, who am I talking to? Like, is there someone on the other end?
Yeah, I know you want a podium, and
Yeah, of course. Yeah. How are we doing this for so many years and then still having some of these challenges? We're 6 events in, we've got no wins, and we look like monkeys in football.